are for the last
IDTV. Don't you mean R?
Well, here we are for the last IDTV show of the season. Hi, I'm Rudy Solis. And you know what? It feels like just yesterday I was introducing you to the world of Rocio. You did so good in fact, that you have earned your very first Rudy.
Thanks, I think. I'm Rocio Lopez, and what qualifies me for Rudy? Is that stolen? I bet it is so stolen.
No. It's not stolen. It's a Rudy. And a Rudy goes to anyone that makes me look good. I gave one to my barber yesterday. And the Muni bus driver one today. He got me here on time, and that makes me look good. I was skeptical that you could bring it. I really was. But you did. And you know what that does? That makes me look good.
Oh, I brought it all right. And I guess thanks. I should give this back to you because you made me look amazing during your whole ay, matey, crazy pirate face. So right back at ya.
You know, that hurts. That really does.
Oh, let me get your mom on the line with the Band-Aid for that owie.
No, seriously, it does, because you know how much I love pirates. I love them almost as much as I love beer, especially homebrew. Brett Peterson is a City College student who brews his own beer. His love for beer actually drew him here to study biology at CCSF.
I get it. It's not just a hobby. It's actually a science.
Oh, it's my kind of science. What do you think, Rocio? Rudy's Awesome Brew? Or how about Rudy's Brewskis? They'll be in the shape of the Rudies. Here, picture. Rudy's. Drink a winner.
That's more like
good, right?
a wiener. Now, before you come up with a name, you actually have to make the beer, Rudy. So let's check it out.
My name is Brett Peterson. I am a student at City College studying biology. I started brewing about 4 years ago. I was living in Hawaii at the time, in the military, and I just needed another hobby. I guess I was just into drinking beer, so I decided that I was gonna make it. The process itself is a lot more fun for me. I find it pretty tranquil, and from start to finish is just really calming. I realized that there was a lot about science that I didn't know and that I wanted to learn, and that's why I picked microbiology. Beer is just a very natural product. It comes from the earth, and we just artificially select our ingredients. There's 4 ingredients: yeast, water, malt, and hops. None of those ingredients are illegal to buy or in any way regulated. If you're interested in it, just go down to a shop and tell them you know nothing about it and see what their input is, and maybe they'll even write you a simple recipe and tell you exactly how to do it. San Francisco Brewcraft on Clement and 17th in Richmond is a good place to start.
Brewing beer is an art, and you have to learn the process of doing something, and part of the process of learning the art is learning what the constituents are in different styles of beer. Different styles of beer take different ingredients, and they put different nuances in the beer, and those nuances distinguish whether something is a porter or a stout or a golden ale or a Belgian ale or a Hefeweizen or whatever you want to say. I've been brewing for 40 years, and every time I brew, I learn something new. And so when you do an activity like this, you always have the anticipation of discovery. You know that every time you do it, you're going to learn something new. And it might not even be about beer brewing. It might be about yourself or about somebody else or some other aspect of your own life.
Well, this is my last semester at City College, and I'm transferring to a UC. I'd like to get into brewing. It's a lifestyle that I could see myself getting into.
Enjoy your life. Life is too short. When you get on that wave and you're in the groove, ride that baby until you hit the beat. Don't spend your time doing stuff that you don't like to do. Develop a passion for something. Learn how to do a process until you can do it well, and it'll bring depth and width to your life that you can't even imagine.
That beer looked so yummy. And after a couple of those, I turn into a, what is that? A dancing machine. But here's a little known fun fact. There's a class here at City College that turns its students into dancing machines. Tap dancing machines, that is. It's taught by Kathy Berg, who has been teaching dance at City College since 1980. The last 14 years, she's devoted herself to tap, but she teaches a variety of dance classes, including modern dance. Without further ado, oh, sorry, I got tangled into my pants. Sorry. But Kathy, welcome. Can you tell our audience who may have an interest in tap dancing but has never done tap before?
All you need is the desire and the willingness to show up. But before you show up at a City College class, get on the computer and apply to the school. They'll give you a registration number, and that tells you when to register. And if you don't get one, just show up anyway, and we'll give you an ad sticker. But come.
That's excellent. Now, can you tell us about the importance of live performances for your dancers?
Yes, once a year we have as close to a professional environment as you can get, I believe, at a community college. We have tech rehearsals so they can see what it's like to work backstage and to find your placing and to get what it's like to work with the lighting and the sound directors, and dress rehearsal, and then 2 performances, because there's nothing like dancing in front of a live audience to make you want to do it again.
That's great. Now, what other dance classes are offered here at City College?
Let's see, besides that we have ballet, modern, jazz, hip hop, African Haitian folk dance, ballroom, a variety of ballrooms, Argentine tango, Lindy hop and swing, Latin American ballroom. I'm afraid I forgot something. Waltz, we've got so many.
That's great. Now, it sounds like there's a lot of booty shaking, and there was almost booty dropping here because I almost fell. Now, believe it or not, I did take several years of tap dance. Why don't we do something?
Okay, how about 3 buffaloes and a slap?
Excellent.
To the left.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's excellent. Now we do have, thank you, some of your students here in-house. Why don't we go ahead and bring them on and let them show us a little something that you've taught them.
Great. This is from our beginning class, the dance that they'll be performing at our concert that's coming up. I'd like to introduce Iris and Rose and Abby and Ariel.
Tax the rich. If your home has hit a hitch, those college loans are in a ditch. Don't pitch a fit. Time to tax the rich. We need healthcare, we need education. So raising revenue is the new sensation. Across the nation, to the 1% we say, dear friends, it's time for you to pay. Yes, make that switch. Time to tax the rich.
Okay, Rudy, have you ever had an internship before?
Whoa, wait. Rudy does not intern, okay? Rudy has interns. People that want to learn from the best.
So no one's ever given you a shot before?
No, never.
Well, plenty of businesses use interns, especially in the world of television. So pay close attention. This segment will show you how to get an internship.
Sweet! Oh, I mean,
See what I mean?
Whatever.
In these tough economic times, it's harder than ever for recent graduates to enter the professional world. It is now, more than ever, vital that students do everything they can to give themselves an edge. And the best way to do that is to intern and get some real-world experience.
The internship is good in several ways. First of all, it helps them really figure out whether this is the career they want to do. Second, it makes connections. Some of our internships, actually a fair amount of our internships have gone into summer work, paid work, and have sometimes gone into employment. And the third is that you pick up skills that are very valuable and have the benefit of having hands-on experience. So what they learn in class, they can apply, and what they learn in their internship, they can bring back into the classroom.
I think that it will help me find a job because part of it is just that it's made me more confident, and I've been able to observe others in a job that I want to do.
We require that students who are doing internships in the industry settings, we want those people to have some training in the department before they go out and represent our department in an industry setting. They can intern with media services, helping deliver television sets or helping do video production for the college, helping with sound production for the college. And then after they've been here a semester or two, we will support an internship out in the industry.
Right now I work at the Broadcast Media Service Center, and they rent out all the equipment to the teachers as well as the students. So doing that job, I've been able to become more familiar with the different types of cameras as well as XLRs and RCA adapters and all that kind of stuff.
What we do is once a student signs up for the class and they log on to the online class, there's a section of the class that has all the internships that we know about and all the websites we know about that gets people started looking for an internship.
I actually found out about it through this producer who's currently my supervisor right now. Without this internship, I would have no idea what I was getting into or what I wanted to do.
I decided to do the internship because it's a good way to get your foot in the door, just in general in media companies, and it's a good place to get experience. You're not paid, so they don't really expect much from you.
There's so much that you want to be able to do or that you can do, and unfortunately we have to do this other thing, which is go to school and go to work. And sometimes, you just wish that you're in the place where it could be a full-time job.
For more information about how you can land an awesome internship and get credit through City College of San Francisco, visit www.ccsf.edu.
It's important to have a voting process.
I think the voting process is okay.
The main thing is you can vote.
I mean, if we're given the chance to speak out, why not?
I had to wait 18 years to be able to vote, and now that I finally can vote and people don't vote, I think it's horrible.
Even if I don't really have a choice in president, I do have a choice in what happens in my local area.
Am I going to vote this year?
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that question.
Yes, I'm voting, of course.
If you want something done, you gotta go out and get it. You gotta vote.
A lot of people went through a lot of things so that I could vote.
Vote!
Vote. Don't be lame and go vote.
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 Vote. Vote. Vote.
Vote.
Vote.
And I always vote.
When I was 18 years old, I started using OxyContin because I was injured in a football accident. I was on OxyContin for 5 years, repeatedly tried to get off of it, was unable to. I think people believe because companies legally make these drugs that they're safer. They're actually more dangerous, they're more concentrated, and they tend to be a little bit easier to get at times. Like, oh, that's okay because it's legal. It's the same drugs, Heroin, OxyContin is the exact same chemical makeup. The only difference, it looks like it's in pill form rather than a tar or a powder. So if you're doing it to be safer, you can die just as easily, if not easier, from prescription drugs than you can actual street drugs. The reason that I did drugs is I thought I was smarter than everybody else. I thought the rules didn't apply to me, and I thought the laws of nature didn't apply to me. If you're one of those people who think that you're not going to get addicted by trying these things, think again, because it will happen to you.
If you've ever been to City College of San Francisco here on Ocean Campus, then you've probably seen the amazing Mayan and Aztec influences throughout the school. IDTV wanted to get to the bottom of this, so sit back. You're in for a real treat as we explore the culture before our eyes.
This is an Olmec head from the Caribbean coast of Mexico. This one weighs 14 tons, it's 9 feet high, and it's an authorized replica given to us by the state of Veracruz. It was one of the most elegant things you've ever seen. They strapped a red strap and a blue strap around the head, picked it up, floated it through the sky, and put it down right here on this pedestal, aimed right out there. And so in the morning when the raking light hits it, it's like having a little Buddha here in our neighborhood. Maestro Ignacio Perez Solano, he was just like Yoda. There was just something about him, and of course, he's on a different clock. He's carving stone.
In the calendar system that we have here, that they call the Aztec calendar, we found that it is a combination of the calendar systems that come from throughout the continent.
It's a very accurate calendar, probably more accurate than the calendar we're using today, because it adjusts annually as opposed to every 4 years, which is the Gregorian calendar.
So this year that we're in, the year of the Flint, we're in the year 13 Flint. We're in this year, and the days began at sundown. So this year at sundown, we're right here in front of the campus and having a pretty nice celebration. Their dress that they have on should reflect who they are on the calendar. The rhythm of the dance is the same rhythm that we have here. When they do the dance, everybody just around them is part of the dance. Because what they're doing is they're opening up a space where they're bringing rhythm. And the steps that they're taking, those steps have been same dance step for hundreds and maybe thousands of years.
This whole mural is like historical DNA. All the things that happen in history can be encoded in little things happening here. All about the reconciliation of art and science, dualities. Speaks to Da Vinci, and also speaks to Nezahualcóyotl, the Aztec king who apocryphally invented a flying machine, and he was a warrior poet. The concept of duality just suffuses Frida and Diego's work, and here he's basically talking about the North American continent. If you're going to have this fusion of these two cultures, any marriage, any fusion has to have equal partners. So you go, well, the United States is so rich, what does Mexico have to offer? Well, long before anything was happening industrialized in this country, the people in Mexico were not doing architecture, they invented architecture. They weren't just doing mathematics, they invented mathematics. They weren't just looking at the skies and doing astronomy and creating calendars, they were inventing these things.
Venus is recognized as Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Okay? Because the word Quetzal means precious and Coatl means twin. Okay, precious twin. Also, the serpent, precious serpent. The serpent means knowledge and wisdom. So part of the hope that we have is that in the return of Quetzalcoatl, we as humans can once again start looking at each other as a precious twin of the other humans around us, of course, and of everything that exists as well.
And now we're talking art, Bay Area art. Walter Salenta is an artist working out of Marin, and he describes his work as common objects that have a retro and throwback feel to them. Welcome, Walter. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us.
Thank you.
Now, when viewing your artwork, there's a strong emphasis on colors. Is this your primary style aesthetic?
Yeah, color is very important to me, maybe even more than the image itself, color in the process and how I build the image on the canvas.
Now, there's a cliche that artists struggle to make a living off of their work. It's well known, everyone's heard it. Being that you are a well-established artist and you're successful, what tips would you like to share with struggling artists?
I think the best tip that I can give is take every opportunity that comes to you, whether that's a coffee shop, restaurant, art competitions, group shows. You never know when your next collector is going to be in front of you.
Absolutely, you never know who's looking. Now, where can we find out more about you and your artwork? Where can we take a look at it?
I think the best way to find my art is on my webpage. That's waltersalenta.com or waltersalentaart.com.
That's great. Thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations on being a new father. Elizabeth Lorraine, welcome to the world. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
You remember back in the day when we just kick it? I'd bust out rhymes, you lay down the beats. I was this up-and-coming MC just trying to make $1 out of 25 cents.
A dime and a nickel.
They said we was gonna make it big.
Let's go with no and never. Or let me guess, you were watching the 8-mile marathon all weekend?
You don't know me.
You don't want to know me.
Seriously. You ever wonder when you're gonna stop living up here, start trying to live down here?
No, Rudy. But speaking of being down here, as in this studio, we do have a pretty cool duo called Guitars and Bars. They're just like you, Rudy, except they actually have talent. They can rap, they can drop the beats, bust the rhymes. So, recognize. Ciao.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing these guys. We never officially battled, but everyone knew about these cats. Welcome to the studio, Nate Ortiz and John Mack, also known as Guitars and Bars.
415 in the house. Ciao.
Thanks. All right, so we have to ask before you guys get started, where'd you get the name Guitars and Bars?
Well, basically, we are called Guitars from, we do a lot of shows. We started out doing guitar shows, acoustic covers of various hip-hop songs. But we are lovers of hip-hop, and we just decided to do a little foray into the hip-hop scene. That's why you see the setup right here.
Yeah, we're still maintaining, you know, the live performance with live instruments, you know, for everybody to enjoy.
Cool. All right. Well,
so without further ado, Guitars and Bars.
Thanks, everyone, for another great season of IDTV. It's been a blast. Here we go.
Adios.
All right, all right.
Let's go. Yeah. 30-minute drive, drooping down my eyes. 40 ounce of wine while I'm swerving out the lines. Looking at my blind, but I'm never looking rear. 80 gone west, 80 ounce of beer. Smoking on this energy, my homie looking dead to me. The I just said he fired and had him flying off the purple tree. Purple leaves slurping him. Cake and cone and creamery. Powdered sugar raging me. Pour the syrup Jeffrey me. Jameson and triple X. Jamie said I like a breast. Lighting candles by the handle. Can you handle triple sec? Triple threat, you chicks and neck and G&B. My homies rep and roll to the 415. If you only let me. One look in your eyes and I know you ready. Iron glove on my hand, gotta keep it steady. Keep my eyes on the prize, hope it doesn't get me. Same dies in my mind, I hope it doesn't get me. Ay, hope it doesn't get me. Tell him, yeah.
Eyes low cause I burned up weed. Going up now, see me on top. Laid back in the pack too deep. Being hot boys like we never heard of cops. Think you got style, boy, please. You never even heard of the clothes that I got. I shop streetwear brands for basics, and then I go to the thrift shops. Yeah, that's me, this we. With the eyes low, you can call us G&B. Yeah. Get close to you and the experience. I wanna
lay down what's impeding, 'cause I wanna get close to you.
Yeah. Like this. G&B. Yeah. I see you all around, the finest girl in town, the skin the finest brown. I swear damn my jaw hit the ground like, whoa. You ready now? Here we go. I see you all around, the finest girl in town, the skin the finest brown. I swear damn my jaw hit the ground like, whoa. You ready now? Here we go. Yeah. Here goes nothing, y'all. She's like a candle with a slow burn. Too hot to handle. She's so stern. I'm looking up at a stone face for like most days, and the ass got me so crazy like an ass, but it's a cold case, yeah. No doubt about it, fly like a pilot. Only met you once or twice, but I did not forget about it. To paint a pretty picture, I will put you on a pilot. Then spread you across the sky so all the birds can sing about it. I swear that was a tangent I didn't mean to take. You never out of fashion, you a classic 8 out of 5, and 5 is just divine. So add another 3 and that equals another date. So how about it? How about it, girl? I can take you down to my world. We can go around, be my baby, or we can keep it chill. I see you all around, the finest girl in town, the skin the finest brown. I swear damn my jaw hit the ground like, whoa. You ready now? Here we go. I see you all around, the finest girl in town, the skin the finest brown. I swear damn my jaw hit the ground like, whoa. You ready now? Here we go. Play back now, nigga. Yeah. Get down. It's a party. Hey. Woo.
See you next year.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.